Everyone, how are ya? This is Trish, and you're at Trish's Creative Treasures. So today, I am going to do Vlogmas Day 20. I'm sitting at the edge of my bed. That's where my closet door is and my racks I keep my clothes in. That's my son's room, so you see all his mess there. Just ignore. Because we've been on his butt for days, weeks to clean his room. He hasn't done it. It's just getting worse and worse, and now he's sick, so we're going to take him to the doctor tomorrow because he's running just like a low-grade fever, and he says he has a sore throat and a little bit of cough and congestion, so I think it's viral, but just to be safe, we got to get him checked because I don't want to go to my dad's on Christmas and possibly infect anybody else with anything. I told Draken already he's wearing a mask on Christmas morning at my dad's house just because my dad's health isn't, 100%. So don't want anything happen to my father because I think it would be a basket case then. Today has been one of those days. I crocheted a little bit on my Friendmas blanket. I'm not done with my ball from yesterday. And all my stuff is actually downstairs for Friendmas, and Draken was tired at 5:30. He said he was going to bed, and he's been sleeping most of the day. So he's like ADHD, like all over the place all the time. So when he sleeps like this, he is not feeling good at all. Oh, here comes little Miss Athena. Athena, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. She's just looking at me. So this is my day. I've been sitting at the edge of my bed in a chair, wrapping presents. And so you want to know how we do this here? I even got a little table set up. Over there's my crafty corner. I don't know if you can see that over there. It's my little corner of craftiness. But we got a little table here with my burner on it. And I am cooking a big pot of ham and string bean soup for dinner while I wrap presents. Yeah, that's how I go about it. I always have this, there's usually a table. I have a cooking station that I have in Draken's room that I use when I can't walk down the steps. And right now, I pushed it on Saturday. Jim and I, we're poor, so we go to a food pantry. And the front of my house, it's all steps. It's a hill. You have to go down a bunch of steps to get down to the road where cats, come on. Saphira here. Yeah. So yeah, I got to go down a bunch of steps, and then you have to go up a bunch. And Saturday it was raining, and normally we'll pull the car up to the side of the yard, going into the woods part, and Jim will take me from the back porch in my wheelchair over to the car because I can't. It takes me like forever to walk that little bit of distance with my walker, and I'm in tears because the pain is so bad. So we've just, graduated to the the wheelchair. So I told Jim, because like his back's been hurting, his arms have been hurting, everything's been hurting him like crazy. So I told him I would do the steps, and he's like, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am." So I did the steps going down, and then I did the steps going up, and amongst stepping up on my front steps are like a steeper kind of step. So the last step, something pulled in my, like, it's in my butt, but it's at the bottom part of my butt. And you can tell it's a nerve because it's going from there and shooting straight down to my ankle. And every time I put any weight at all, I mean, even just pressure, it just like pinches the point it's going to knock me on the floor. And when I'm sitting, whatever I'm doing, well, sitting is what I always do because I don't have a choice right now. But when I'm sitting, it's spasming. I mean, like, it doesn't stop. I haven't been sleeping good this week because the spasms hurt so bad. And I'm like, I've never had anything like this before. I mean, I've had sciatica before, and sciatica itself is awful. But this is not sciatica. I know what sciatica is. Let me stir my pot of soup while I talk to you. Yes. It's going to be a late dinner at our house because everything's just like not going according to plan. I thought we were doing good, you know. I figured I'm going to start wrapping presents and, you know, get that done. I figured I'd make dinner up here. And then Jim's hurting, so he's grumpy, and you know, he's just grumpy all the way around. And so he didn't want to bring this in and set this up because he says, you can't do that. And I'm like, watch me. He's like, you can't wrap presents and make dinner. I'm like, yeah, I can. Like, I think men don't understand how women can multitask. They have like no idea of doing a bunch of, especially like Jim has ADHD. It runs in the Drees family. That's where Draken gets it. You know, it's, even though Jim's not Draken's father, they are related. Jim would be Draken's father. Still legally my husband. It's like, what do you call him? Draken's father. Yeah, I just call him Draken's father. But he, you know, he's got like the ADD because he just doesn't focus on anything and he can't do anything. But he's always like, you can't get him motivated to do anything. He just literally just wants to sleep and watch TV all the time. I mean, he does go to work every day, but then after work, you know, enough about that. But yes, so to get them to sit and focus on one thing, like for him, like he can't do this and then do that at the same time. He's like, you're going to burn dinner. I'm like, first off, it's soup. This is not going to burn to the bottom. It will be fine. And I can wrap presents and just every, you know, couple minutes stir my soup. But, yeah, I woke up today. And the first thing I did is worked on my friend Miss blanket. And then I'm like, crap, I really got to start wrapping presents because it really hit me like what the day is. I'm like, I only have a few more days. And I got, you know, I got a bunch of little cheapy stuff. So it's, I mean, it's a lot of like small, Draken's stuff's a little bit bigger because he needed a new comforter for his bed. So we got him a new comforter and, you know, some accessory stuff to go with it and some new clothes and stuff. And I got a big box of clothes here for Tiana and Raven that I got to package up in boxes and then wrap. And I still got a bunch more in my closet yet to do. But I got all the grandkids stuff wrapped. So that's done. I still have to get them each a toy. When we went Christmas shopping the other night, the toy aisle was like diminished. I'm like, oh my god. And what I could order on Walmart.com, I won't get till like January 20th, it said. I'm like, seriously? So, and this was even ahead of time. Like, I got an email today stating that you had till a specific time today to put your order in order to get it for Christmas. Well, certain things say that they'll be delivered before Christmas, because that's what I learned to do as I go in and I look, because it comes from, everything all comes from a different area on Walmart.com. So I knew to look and make sure everything, fix my shirt, was going to be delivered on time, which everything I ordered from Walmart.com did come on time. But, you know, things I want to get for my grandsons, like Josie, I have her toy. I ordered her on Amazon, this a Care Bear. So that is hers because Josie, since she's an only child, and Dessa, she is spoiled rotten with toys. Believe me, she is in no need. That she has toys. And she loves clothes and bows. Oh my god, she loves them big bows for her hair. So Nana spoils her and gets her bows all the time. And I buy her clothes. So I got her clothes, and she got, well, each of the grandkids each got an outfit. And I didn't get Josie and Abel pajamas because there was like no pajamas in the girls section. I couldn't find anything for Joe in her size anyway, so what they did have. And same with Abel, like there was nothing in his size pajama wise. I'm like, this is crazy. Like he's a 2T, but he's growing like huge. I mean, Abel's a big kid, you know, he's tall and he's just stocky. All my grandsons, like they take, you know, like stocky. And yeah, there's nothing. I've never seen a Christmas season where it's just so freaking like crazy and everything wiped out. I mean, I guess it's because everything is the way it is. But yeah, stir my soup. I can do two things at one time. But yeah, I tell you, if you have never had ham and string bean soup before, you do not know what you're missing. You cut up a ham Them already cooked ones work just fine. Do not knock that over, Saphira. Hold on, I gotta get Saphira. She's on my tripod. Why are you all wet? What'd you get into? But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, ham and string bean soup. It is cut up ham, like the already cooked ones, and you cut up potatoes, and you get a bunch of green beans. And when I get canned green beans, well, of course, I don't like frozen green beans, so I use canned green beans. So I dump the juice of the green beans and everything in it, because the taste of the ham and the green beans and everything all combined, it makes this delicious broth that you can just sit and drink the broth. I mean, it is delicious. And that's all. No salt, no pepper, no nothing. Just straight up ham, potatoes, string beans with some water in it. And you just cook it till the potatoes are soft. Oh my God. It is divine. My mom used to make it all the time when I was a kid. And now I make it. My kids love it. You know. So it's quick and easy to put together. It's just the cooking time. So we'll be eating late tonight. But it seems to be we do that a lot lately anymore. So it's like with me not me, I'm going to actually get the ingredients that I need. Like, I can't even go to my own refrigerator. I have to have someone go in my refrigerator and get what I need. I usually, like, Draken helps me. I give him his grocery list on his phone all the time. And he'll go in the kitchen and get me everything I need and bring it to me wherever I have to sit to cook. I have a cooking station in the living room, which this is my little table that I use in the living room when I have to cook, which we just brought upstairs. So, yeah. So that's been my day. I had my moment of sobbing. You know, I'm sitting here wrapping presents. I was just listening to some Pentatonics, their Christmas music, and if you've ever heard the Pentatonics Amazing Grace song, it has more meaning than anything to me. One of my mom's favorite hymns was Amazing Grace. And my niece Emma, she's a beautiful singer. She sang the Pentatonics version of Amazing Grace, and every time I hear that song now, the tears just come. They just sob. When I hear Oh Holy Night, I sob, because that was one of my mom's favorite. Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, and Amazing Grace. Like, I used to sing Silent Night, Oh Holy Night with my mother, and it's like you hear the song and just, they're beautiful memories, but they're just painful in my heart, because they're memories now and nothing I can do. That I actually sent a message to my sister, and I said, I'm gonna have to apologize now ahead of time, because when I come to Dad's for Christmas, I'm probably going to be crying the majority of the time. And she says, don't worry, we all will be. I told her, I said, yes, I said, I'm an empathic person. I feel everything. I'm an emotional person. And like, the tears roll. Even when it's not my pain, I feel someone else's pain and I cry. So it's like, I feel my father's pain when I'm around my father, and I feel my sister's pain and my pain all mixed together. And it's just like, bah! I have yet to be to my dad's house since my mom died. Just, I know once I pull up in the driveway, I just going down the road that they live on, it's going to be automatic. Tears are going to roll. So it's going to be a hard day, the whole day. But we're going to get through it. My sister said we'll get through it together. You know, we'll be fine. And, you know, she said, no worries. Her and Dad will be crying too. So, and I know my daughters will be crying, and Draken, because Draken's dad, his dad taught him that only, pardon my French, but only pussies and, you know, the F word that they call gay people, which I don't say because I think that's absolutely ignorant. You know what I mean? Someone loves another, who cares what it is? You know, everybody has, to each their own. I believe in free will. Okay, so anyways, he used to tell that to my son, that when you cry, that's what you are. And I've been trying to install, and Drake, and I would go to his father. I'm like, don't you dare tell him that. But the damage was already done. You know, we would argue every time we would tell him that. And now Drake is older, and he refuses to show his emotions and refuses to cry because that's not what men do. And I'm like, first off, you're a kid. Second off, you know, it's normal to cry and show emotion. You know, Jim's a man. Jim goes to work. He does, I mean, he'll move trees that are down, and he does all this logging and heavy lifting, and he does what a man does. So when Jim cries, I'm like, look, he's a man. And Jim's like, I cry all the time, Draken. It's normal. When you have feelings, you have to let them go. You have to let them out. But yeah, I had my cry session, and then I was okay. I called my friend Cassie. She's in New Mexico, but she was here. She had a teenage mom. Like my kids were really little, and I befriended her, you know, and we've stayed like we didn't talk to each other for 20 years, and like all of a sudden we started talking to each other again. And it's just like we just talked yesterday, like no time has passed us. So as I was sobbing today, I called her because she says, hey, if you're crying and you need someone to talk to, you call me. So I called her, and you know, we cried together because she has been, my mom was a big part of her life because everybody kind of like disowned her and didn't want nothing to do with her because she was pregnant at a young age. So, you know, we took her in. Like, she didn't live with us. She still lived with her mom and stuff. But we took her in as part of our family, as, you know, she came every Sunday after church because we always were at church. So every Sunday after church, there was always a big dinner at my mom and dad's house. And her daughter, Alyssa, would come. And she would come over and hang out with me. I'd go pick her up because I drove. She didn't. I'd pick her up and we'd just come and hang out, you know, and we'd play games, or the kids, you know, watch them play or watch movies, or we just, Cassie and I got very, very close. So we do that now as, we stay close. You have to. You have to keep those that you love close to you and keep those memories in your heart, because as beautiful as they are, though, they just make you cry. But the tears are cleansing. And I don't cry for my mom because I know my mom is where she wants to be and my mom is happy. It's just, it's the, I miss you. I miss her so much. So I think a lot of people have that this time of year. It's when you lose somebody that's really important to you, you miss them a lot. But I'm going to be done blabbing about that. It's going to take me forever to heal from that. But anyways, I'm going to continue cooking my soup and wrapping presents. I don't have to worry about Drake. Can come up here like all day. He's home from sick because he's got a little bit of fever. Well, like I said, he's not feeling good, so he kept coming up and trying to poke in. I'm like, get out of here. And I've had the cats jumping up, and it's been like, because I have to use my bed to do everything on. But I got my little setup going on, so I'm good. I have everything I need. I got these are my favorite grabbers. I broke them in the center, so Jim did his redneck ingenuity. And I still got them. These things are wonderful. So, yeah, those are always by my side. But guys, that's all I got for Vlogmas today. I don't have anything interesting. I haven't crafted anything today because it's either I craft or I wrap presents. And I have to wrap presents. That's a necessary. But then I also have, like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, maybe I should make just little stockings for each of the grandkids. So that way they just have a little stocking and I can put candy and stuff because I bought candy. So I keep adding more things and I'll do it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to make Raven's boyfriend Brendan his stocking that he asked for. I'm making him a hat and mittens and glove set. I mean, hat, mittens, and scarf set. So that the hat and one glove's done. I gotta make the other glove, and then I gotta make the scarf. But that's all put over in another area. I had to move some stuff around so I can make this little setup here. But that's all I have. Oh, and if you haven't, please watch my video that I posted earlier about Bridget. just go watch that video. It'll explain everything. She needs a lot of help. And if you don't know Bridget, get to know her. Watch her videos. You will see how kind and loving she is. And she has a heart. And she would give you the shirt off her back, you know. Even if she didn't know you, she would be there to help you. And she needs help. So go watch my video and you can understand. And in that video, all the information you need, if you would want to help out, is in the descriptive box. So, let me stir my soup one more time. Big old pot. I feed a family of 9, so that's why it's a big old pot. Between Jim and I, we have a house. Well, his house is right next door to mine, but we like everything till we buy a house. But yeah, between people living in his house, there's only 3 in my house, so the rest is his house. Yeah, nope, just the 3 of us, me, Tiana, and Drake in here. There's more animals than there are people, but that's okay. It's fine. All right, guys. If you've stuck through this long to hear me ramble, you're great. You're all always great. But if you wouldn't mind, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that notification bell so YouTube lets you know whenever I've uploaded a video. And hit that like button. Go ahead, you know you want to just go tap on it, like. Give me a comment. Are you done wrapping yet? Or are you wrapping? Because I got a lot of wrapping to do. I probably have to help Jim because he hasn't even started any of his yet. He don't know where he's going to find time. So, alright guys. I love y'all. And y'all have a good night.